This podcast of storytellers would like to acknowledge the Wurundjeri people of the Kulin Nation, the first storytellers and traditional owners and custodians of the land we are recording on today. We pay our respects to their elders past and present. We hope to honour their thousands of years of spiritual and cultural connections to this land while recognising the atrocities Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander people still face systematically to this day. We acknowledge that sovereignty was never ceded and that Naarm was and always will be Aboriginal land. All you baddies, benders and babes, and welcome back to the Book of War, an Avatar Legends real play, the story of 4 runaways seeking the Book of War in a world without the Avatar. My name is Jesse Thomas. I'm not stuck in here with you. You are stuck in here with me. And I play Minh, FANG, the Foundling. He, him, a runaway from the Earth Kingdom who found a new home for themselves in the Northern Water Tribe while hiding from deadly family secrets.
Guys, I think I bullied Jesse out of saying 14s.
Well, no, I was incorrectly saying 14s for the last few episodes, and it's made me do it correctly.
Okay.
Go back to 4 runaways. So thank you.
So what we're saying is bully you more to get things right at the start?
Bullying
No.
works.
The Book of War does not condone bullying.
No. I take that back, please.
Unless, no. My Minh Fang for today is that while Minh was being captured and or otherwise held by the Fire Nation, he broke a toe.
His own?
That's a great question. That's a good follow-up.
I'll tell you next time.
He won't.
Hello, everybody. My name's Ted Darling, and I play Banji, the Idealist. He, him, a runaway firebender who's risen from the ashes of his old life. While the fate of the world rests on the edge of a blade, he fights. A Banji fact for today.
That's not going to make anyone mad.
Banji fact for today. When Banji was actually a little hatchling, there was quite a few dragons in the world, and he always wanted to be the best one. So he aligned himself with some pretty dark people to become one of the biggest and best dragons in the world.
Shut up! What do you mean?
That's my Banji fact.
If anyone would like to bully Ted, please send.
I think it was a Banji fact. Weird.
Hi, I'm Georgie and I play Nuro, the icon, they, she, he, a runaway of the foggy swamp, now confronted with the truth that they were never really living for themselves. Nuro struggles to untangle from the roots of the destiny tree. Is their place ultimately with their tribe or with the other runaways? My fact, no Nuro fact today, actually, it's just a little shout out. It was my girlfriend's birthday recently.
Oh, happy birthday.
Yeah, happy birthday, Daniela. Te amo muchísimo. Feliz cumpleaños. I really wanted to shout her out because she helped so much with the conception of Nuro, actually. I have so many memories as, once I realized I got cast in this, I was like, okay. And I had mild vision, but she really helped me so much. Just the visuals, the voice. I was sitting with her, like practicing this voice, like trying to figure it out. So yeah, she's a huge part of Nuro and who Nuro is and keeping my head straight with that. So love you, Daniela.
Oh, I love you, Danny. Thanks. Thanks for the help.
Much respect.
I needed it really badly.
Hello, everyone. My name is Tilia, Quinn, and I play Kiyomi, the Adamant, she, her, a runaway waterbender from the Northern Water Tribe. Kiyomi has lied and manipulated her way into getting what she wants, but at what cost? Can she piece together the shattered fragments of her frozen heart and reflect what the other runaways want to? Kiyomi fact, she's pretty Natalie Imbruglia right now. She's torn on this whole situation. Thank you, I stole that joke. Shout out to Tony and Ryan podcast. She's projecting real hard because it's a brother and sister situation, but they're fighting.
Oh, yeah.
They're fighting, so she's kind of like, ooh, family members. I can see what happens when they really hate each other, but also your brother and sister, so I don't know what to do, but also we need to get these books, so like murder? So yeah, that's Naomi. I'm going to go. Bye. Kiyomi's thoughts.
Speaking of thoughts, my name is Ash Cooper and I am the Grandmaster of the White Lotus.
No.
Oh, we
I say gut, you say gut, gut, a.
We play anyway.
I have a wonderful fact for everyone at home, which the table may or may not realize. Whatever this plan is that Banji has is not in my playbook. It's not in my script. So I'm quite happy for them to work their way out. I've given them the easy. If you want the book and you want to wrap this up in 40 minutes, you have a way out. In the meantime, though, I can only yes and you so far if you're going to deviate from that plan, which I really want you to do. But I'm not pulling any punches. If you don't get it right, it may end badly for a lot of people.
We're screwed.
Depends who does the rolls, I suppose. Speaking of, roll the music. After touching back down on Natsuo Island, you went to meet Grunkle Baru, and which point the law drop began. And he's got a very good way of talking with people and making them discover certain things either about themselves or about the world around them. And I feel that he had a bit of the conversation, especially with Banji, a little bit with Minh, not so much with the other two across the board, other than you found out that you can't just grab the book from him. That is just not a doable thing, not through any control of his, or at least not that it seems. But yes, it is not as simple as snatch, grab, and off you go. He did say that he thinks that the reason is that both of his kids are fighting on the island and he is doing everything in his power to protect them. Whether, again, subconsciously he's doing it or whether he is being guided, we haven't quite gotten to the bottom of. But it doesn't matter because you are now tasked with how do you possibly break whatever this weird unspoken contract is and take the book away with you. We finished off with Banji saying he had a plan.
Okay, well, shall we go make camp and then talk about it?
Yeah, I mean, I think Kiyomi at least needs a good night's sleep. And it'll give me a chance to think about the finer details.
That wasn't even acting. That was just
Those are the
killing
real
it,
ones.
having a yawn.
No, I was actually itching something on my face, and I was like, oh, actually, this is a good time to pretend to yawn.
Okay, well, Minh just does a quick, poof, stamp. And he's like, there's a glade about 100 meters that way. Shall we go investigate, see if it's appropriate to sleep? Set up a tent or something?
Yeah.
Nuro nods, starts walking.
Great. Minh leads everyone through to this little glade.
Are you walking more towards Northtown or Wharftown?
More towards Northtown, I think.
Yeah.
Okay.
Definitely the vibe.
That's where our boat is.
Yeah.
But you're not walking to Northtown.
No.
You arrive at this glade that's 100 meters away. Do you need me to paint you a picture? It's flat. There's some flowers. It's very nice.
It's very nice. It's very nice.
I'll go get some firewood for a wee campfire.
There are not many trees around.
I didn't find much firewood for a wee campfire.
That's okay, man. He just points to himself.
Oh, right. Yeah.
And I think he just manually sets up a little campfire, just it's just real oh, Min's still weird, huh? Sort of energy where he's just taking out fist-sized rocks, putting them in, and then you just sort of see him rub his hands together and smash them down, and the rocks get super hot and just flatten and pancake out a little lava-y, and it's far too hot for everyone. It's uncomfortably hot.
I'm going to get you to rely on skills and training here, not just because you can't do it. I just want to see how well you've set this up.
Yeah, sure. Skills and trainings focus, hey. That's a 7.
Okay. I think that there's a certain point where it starts to leak. You didn't create a perfect little area for it to be. And so it starts to move probably towards the coastline, so not towards the battlefield, but it's just it's dribbling away. You can either spend fatigue to stop it from happening, or there's just going to be a little trickle of lava, and eventually your lava fire will run out.
Yeah, I think I will spend the fatigue because Min's a bit embarrassed. So sorry, I'm a bit tired, everybody. And we'll mark that fatigue.
When we were on the island, men, you made like a wee tent thing. Could you do that for us as well? Maybe something a bit more comfortable for...
Oh yeah, my little house.
Yeah.
Sure. He stamps down, brings up some walls. It's not as nice as the last one, and you kind of notice that like the stuff that he's brought up's kind of crappy, and it's like not as nice. But he doesn't seem to notice.
Yeah.
Jeremy doesn't notice because she wasn't there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just like last time it was like flat and like nicely milled stone, but this is like really like crunkly. Raw rock. And it's like, yeah.
Probably a lot smaller as well, right? Like
No,
not
because
those
he's
separate
making it for
rooms.
more people.
Yeah.
I picture the angles are wrong, like a Tim Burton movie.
There's no right angles. Yeah.
Non-Euclidean
Right.
geometry.
It's definitely, I think it's like really simple as well. There's just like one long bit, sort of like on a 45. So like it gets really cramped down the bottom. Nuro's fine down there. Oh no, Nuro's quite long.
I'm
Nero's
imagining-
long now.
Yeah.
What's that yellow thing on what freeway is it here in Melbourne? The
Oh, the big hot chip?
yeah, whatever.
That's what they
I'm
call that?
imagining.
Yeah, I think so.
I-
That's what I call it.
That's what they call it.
Yeah. It's a bit wonky and it's just a bit rough and it's like, Min's usually a bit more accurate than this. This is strange.
This glade, would you say it's been impacted by the fighting?
No, this
at all?
is well away
So
from
it's still
that zone.
kind of lush, well, as in like there's grass.
It's lush as in there's grass and there's like daisies or those types of flowers.
Yeah.
I picture that you can't see the battleground from where you are.
Yeah.
It's a little bit further down from that sort of elevated area, but you can see out over the water looking north. So and maybe in the distance you can see the lights because it's now we've proper hit twilight. So you can see
That's my influence. I'm sorry.
the second
I'm
I
so
said
sorry.
the second I said it, I knew. North town, you could probably see the lights coming because it's not that far away. But yes, you're relatively protected from either seeing or being seen.
Yeah, okay.
Down at the battleground. So yes, this is a healthy zone.
It's a
if
healthy
not
zone.
well foliaged.
Okay. Yeah, I think you just see now that I think this is one of the first times that they've actually someone's just running around on Natsuo usually. So I think Nuro's actually following the borders of this glade and is just taking a moment for themselves more than anything. And they're trying to listen out for life, bugs in this night. I think they're desperately searching for natural existence in this place as a way of like looking for comfort for themselves.
You definitely find it. It's probably not as vibrant as you'd like.
Yeah.
But there's enough there that makes you feel that this space at least is still alive.
Yeah. Maybe there's like they see like a I need something to mix with a toad.
A frog toad.
Rabbit, because they're both bouncy. Rabbit toad.
Rabbit toad's
Or
coming.
hair toad.
Hair toad. I like hair toad. I think
Jesse might break it. Be careful.
they see, there's just a little bit more of a dip somewhere, so the land's just slightly more muddy in one area, and they see some hair toads jumping around, and it reminds me of the swamp.
And eating bugs.
Yeah. And they're just squatting. So maybe to the annoyance of the party that is about to make a plan, Nuro's just for some reason not there. So that's what they are.
I like it.
Yep.
I think we were going to rest first and then talk about the plan in the morning,
Yeah,
right?
great.
Yeah.
All right. Cool. No worries.
And I think Banji just goes into the little house and starts getting ready to go to sleep.
It's not like once you're in there, you realize it's not comfortable.
Yeah.
It is shelter, but this was not made with relaxation in mind.
Kiyomi's walked in, passed out.
Just like folded onto the bed, like smash.
She like slowly just.
Yeah, it's that very anime, and I'm picturing Full Metal Alchemist where they become like an almost 2D image, like just almost crayon, and just and just flomp. Like
I think Min's like, oh, she's really sleepy. And then he just like pulls a rock like cover over. Just to,
Buries
like,
her alive.
tucks her in
don't.
while they're
Doesn't-
laying down.
Doesn't even notice. No,
Yep.
no flinch or
There you
anything.
go.
Burying alive is a form of bullying. Don't do that.
No, it's not burying alive. It is.
I mean,
That's going to be fun to wake up to.
yeah.
They can breathe. Their heads out. They're not. They can slide out. Don't worry about Kiyomi. Kiyomi's fine. Okay.
Stop talking about Kiyomi.
Yeah. Because she's not going to exist for very long.
Crushed.
I haven't put her in a coffin. Just put a rock blanket over.
Just think about those exact words for a second.
Nope. I'm fine.
Yeah.
Listeners, if you think I'm fine, that's it. No, I'm gonna.
And otherwise, bully him, which we don't condone.
We don't condone.
We don't condone. So, what I'm getting from here is that the conversation isn't happening tonight, but everyone's going to sleep in some way. Nuro, how long do you spend out?
I think I spend eventually, once I figure everyone else has gone to sleep, Nuro doesn't enter the house. I think they go to sleep on the roof. They're on the roof.
Snoopy.
And if they can see it, they're probably just staring up at Grunkle Burrows, where like
It's 100 meters away. You have to be able to see
yeah,
it.
I think that they're staring up at the entrance.
Well, you probably can't see the,
Not the
entrance,
entrance.
but you can see the cave that he's
Yes,
in. Yes.
you can see the cave, and they're almost in a trance, thinking about the book. I think, then that's how they spend their night. Yeah, so not much sleep.
Does Minh have a particular...
I think he sort of like. He does like a little bit of pacing for a while to like Banji's annoyance, probably. He's just like walking around. And then there is sort of like a moment where he stops. You hear some earthbender. You look over and he's got the rock head on, and then he just like goes to sleep.
In the hut?
Yeah.
Nice.
The good thing about Natsuo Island is that it's pretty climate happy. Like it's right in that sort of middle band. So, you know, for those sleeping, not that we have real blankets, and for those sleeping outside, it's actually very pleasant.
Yeah.
So rain does come through here, but it's not a super common thing. It's sort of a little bit, it'll bucket down, absolutely bucket down, and then be pretty clear for a number of days. So it probably hasn't rained recently, but also nothing's super dry. It's not like everything's just going to go up like tinder. Now that I've set that particular scene, everyone wakes up. You can recover 1 fatigue because you were in an okay space, but it wasn't. It's not super restful. It wasn't comfy.
Bit uncomfy.
It wasn't. Yeah, you were lacking amenities like running water or
Had a rock blanket.
had a rock blanket. Yeah, you wake up and it's like,
Sarcophagus.
No, I reckon it would be. I reckon it'd be.
She can't move.
You could slide out easy.
you can mark 3 fatigue to remove the trap
Absolutely
status.
not. No. No. Minh will, I think, probably
Actually-
be awake.
So the soccer motion when he's like crawling in his sleeping bag, it's like that, but crawling out of this rock blanket. You're like,
When Minh starts to rouse and he sees like everyone and Kiyomi struggling, and he's like, "Oh, I'm so sorry," and he just stamps and the building is gone, and everyone just falls to the ground.
Nuro.
And then Minh just like stretches, like that's sleep. Good morning.
Ow, my butt.
there's
Hope we all sleep.
There's a little magma slag where the fireplace / hearth was. It's still slightly warm, but it's not lethal.
Well, that wasn't the most comfortable sleep I've ever had.
I feel great. What are you talking about? I made you a house, man.
Yeah. Well, should we talk about the plan?
Yeah, absolutely. What's your ideas? I've had a few, but nothing really concrete. Nothing set in stone. Nothing. I'll stop.
Yeah.
I'll stop bricking around.
So we need to go and talk to these 2 commanders of the army, right? I feel like that's the logical next step. I think I would like for Kiyomi and I to go and talk to the firebender. And
Kiyomi. So Kiyomi, I imagine she's got like she's made a bowl and she's just got like ice water in it, and she's just like head first into the ice water trying to wake herself up, and she hears that she's what? Me?
yeah, I mean, we worked well together last night. I feel like it's something that could be good.
Did you?
Well, I mean, we were effective, kind of.
Last night? What'd you do last night?
With
I guess
Baru.
when I iced what's the grunkle, by the way?
Grand uncle.
Oh, yeah.
I just threw them together.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I thought I invented it, but apparently I didn't. Sort of like a divergent evolution sort of situation.
Yeah, what?
Well, yeah. So me and Kiyomi go and talk to the firebender. I can't remember their names. What are their names?
Oh, I wrote that down.
I wrote it down in my other book. Oh, no, I did.
Tilia's handwriting is not great. I got drab and shrill.
Yeah, Shiril.
Okay.
So I think Kiyomi and I go and talk to Shiril, the firebender, and Minh and Nuro go talk to Drap, the earthbender.
But if these are commanders, we're not going to be able to just walk up and have a chat.
Well, that's why I think you should emphasize your skills and kind of motions towards the lava bending.
I mean, the only other lava bender here is Baru, and if they think I have any connection to Baru, I'm probably not going to get through to them.
But I mean, maybe that's what Drap wants, keeps coming to Baru to ask for a lava bender. If you can go there and say, hey, I'm a lava bender, then maybe that's an easy in. And I've got skills that I can show to Shiril and a bounty hunter.
And Nuro's just confused and is just like, but why would we fight? Why would Minh offer his lava banding for a fight that he doesn't have any stakes in?
I guess sometimes
right.
in order to get more information, you have to pretend to be someone that you're not. She
Ah.
kind of looks away.
That's Kiyomi makes a good point. I could actually pretend to be someone that does have stake in it.
Exactly.
I've got some ideas, but lava bending's not the way here. But it's a good idea. Yeah.
Yeah, well, it's like jazz, you know?
Yeah?
Go on.
Please.
Just improvising and seeing what happens. And
I don't mean to burst your... That ain't jazz, brother.
Does jazz exist?
I'm going to
No.
pretend that maybe it's a possibility.
it's a spirit.
I don't know. Whether that jazz conversation's canonical or not, we'll find out in the future.
Whether it gets cut out.
Yeah. Yeah. Nuro, come with me. I think we can actually sell a pretty decent lie.
Yeah.
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 Nuro was going to say something to you, but then as soon as Banji made a snide little comment, they just really awkwardly look between Banji and Kiyomi, and then look to you. And
Min sort of like does give you like an acknowledgement, like, yeah, I know.
Yeah.
And we'll talk about it later, sort of. Look.
So Nuro sighs and is like, yes, what can I do?
We need to make you look like an apprentice of mine.
Right, okay. How do I apprentice myself? And how do you make you look like you
Min
tell me
just-
what to do?
Min just like reaches into the ground and pulls up like a rock fist. And he's like, I'm just going to pretend to be the Dai Li. They can do whatever they want. They work for the king. And if the people here think the king has a vested interest in Natsuo, they're going to be pretty stressed. Which means if we sell it right, we can just sort of get our way in.
Everyone does seem to be wary of these Dali fellas. Okay.
Yes, and they really only leave Ba Sing safe for really serious issues. So we'll do that. You can't really earthbend though.
Let's flash away from that conversation and
I think we walk away and start
Yeah.
talking.
and go to the other two.
Kiyomi's looking at them both like, no.
Look, Kiyomi, they've got their plan. Now we need to talk about ours. So you're a bounty,
So good.
you're a bounty hunter, and I am a very powerful firebender dragon.
What was that, Nuro?
Yeah, I don't know.
I think we can come up with something that will maybe convince them that we want to end this. Or do you have any ideas or something?
Oh, I thought you were the idea man.
Yeah, well, I have the start of a plan, but it's not just me, My plan was to go and talk to them. I think but I need help.
And you want help from me.
Yeah, well, Baru said that I need to start asking for help. So this is, I guess, a moment that I'm asking you for help.
Again, I'm going to start charging you for help. This is the third time in the last 24 hours.
Right, well, I just thought, we're all part of the team now.
Isn't the brother the better talker?
Yeah, well, he's back at the boat.
I can hear you now. Like, apparently this weird sword thing has a voice. What's that about?
Yeah, it's Peacebringer, my sword. He helps.
I help.
He helps.
Yeah, it sounds like you've been doing a lot of helping lately.
Yeah, that's how I got here today. But anyway, that's beside the point. How do you think we should approach Cheryl?
She shrugs. Like, she's like I said, she's torn. She has no idea how to approach this even. So yeah, she just shrugs and looks at you like it is your ballpark.
Cool.
She's just here to kind of like, she's so used to taking not taking command, taking orders, and yeah, she's just fallen back into that place of like, I am here to do the work that you tell me to do.
Yeah, cool. All right, I guess we'll think about it on the way. Do it live.
Like jazz.
It cuts back to Minh and Nuro, and Min's like looking at Nuro, going through all of like the disguises and costumes and stuff. And now that Min's like got his stuff back, he's got Tomo's stuff back as well. And he's like, no, not that. Try the next one.
And yeah, I think the next one that Nuro pulls out, like they just immediately shove the dress aside and pull out the Earth Kingdom. It's more of like a shopkeeper outfit, but I think if you took bits and pieces off it, you could probably bring it down to like just kind of like Earth Kingdom.
Yeah. I mean, it's like,
kind of.
ooh. Okay, take the skirt of that. I want to take the side sections off. I just want
Right.
that to sort of be like a tabard around the waist, like not the full length, right? And then and he looks through and he grabs the vest and he's like, throw this on over the top. Okay, so you're not allowed to earthbend. You haven't earned the right yet. You're still learning.
Still learning.
You're doing apprentice stuff. Have you ever seen Star Wars? No. So you can ask questions. You can do stuff, but I'm making sure you're doing it right. Does that make sense?
Yes, that makes sense. And who are you?
I am your master. You're my apprentice.
Okay.
I'm in the Dai. Let's make it simple. Let's go for Jojo once again.
How's my stance? And Nuro just looks like you had to do it to him.
I'm like, all right, try. And Minh just like sort of pushes you and you sort of like fall back a little bit.
Hey.
Earthbender would have a much stronger stance and he pushes you again and you fall back a little bit.
Yeah, fall
and you
back
just
a bit.
like, before you can even get ready, he's pushing you back
Yeah.
a little bit. He's like, You know when you bend ice, right? You really like, you set it. You
Yeah.
make it, you do your purity thing,
Yeah.
and then you like go, yep, this is right, and then you make it rock.
Yeah, you see Nero's knees like bend down a little bit more
And he
into that sturdy
pushes you
position,
again, and you do move.
and I don't budge.
Yep, you need to move like this.
Okay,
And I also need to move like this. Then Minh sort of remembers that he's a bit more
big bad dad.
flamboyant from his father in terms of like movement and flowy. So he sort of really ridges up and like you can see him sort of like stretching.
To be fair, Dai Li are a little lighter on their feet than your standard earthbender.
That's actually very true. So,
And you would know this from seeing them bounce through the trees.
yeah, that's right. Because I fought that one in the camp, didn't I?
But it's also very precise. As much as they're flowing, when they want to come to a stop, they stop.
Yep.
So
Great. Okay.
We're gonna be fine.
We're going to be fine. Absolutely. We do have a bit of a trip, though. The Earth Kingdom side is on the other end. So, do you remember where we fought Beans, Bok Choy, and Bester?
not sure if Minh, not sure if Jesse.
Yeah, Nero goes through a lifetime to get back to those memories, but yeah, remembers the cache. Yes.
That's where we need to go. I think that's where we'll find the leaders, at least.
You've approached them before, haven't you?
Yeah, it's the Merchants Guild, but I didn't have a scar on my face then. Oh, he's got a hat in there. Someone got any hats?
Nero digs down and finds a hat.
And I think we start walking along and I'm like, I need a hat. This only works with a hat.
Funnily enough, you're actually closer to where you want to be than the Fire Nation camp is.
Banji and Kiyomi have been walking, I feel like, in silence.
Yeah.
Just like really
100%.
awkward silence.
And I feel like Kiyomi's been, she's been shooting bugs that have been flying around with like water and just icing them, like just to like stop them from attacking her face and to focus on something because she's still kind of like, oh, this is a lot of work. Oh, why am I with Banji? Oh my God, I don't want to.
So,
If you caught any of that, well done.
Whatever. If you had words there, no.
But that, yeah, in my brain.
Banji stops ahead of, because I feel like he's walking ahead of Kiyomi, and he stops dead in front of you and pulls out Peacebringer and turns around. Kiyomi, I have to be honest. There's an ulterior motive for me inviting you out here alone.
It's very Kiyomi, isn't it? I know it.
I need you to hold this for a minute. Huh? And I'm holding out Peacebringer.
She like is just waiting. Like she doesn't take it straight away. She's just like, no, this is a trap. This is a trap. Okay, I'm gonna take it. I'm holding the sword now. Ah!
As Banji steps back, and it almost you can see like he stands up a little bit taller, and it's like a bit of a weight's been lifted off his shoulders. Okay. As someone who's earned the trust of this group over the last few months, why does everybody suddenly think I'm evil? Like, Nuro looks at me like I'm back in the swamp again, and they asked me if if Nuro looked the way they did now, would I have stopped? And I mean, I was shocked because I guess I don't really know myself, but I thought Nuro trusted me implicitly, and I don't know what I've done over the last few months to break that trust. Like I'm not stupid. Like I know Peacebringer's got the soul of a really, horrible dragon in it, but everything I've done with Peacebringer has been in service of this party and our mission. I haven't attacked anyone that I didn't feel like deserved it, and I just don't understand why Minh and Nuro have suddenly think that I'm a bad guy. How do I get back to being part of my family? Baru said that I needed to ask for help, and so I guess I alluded to it before, but I'm asking for help. How do I get their trust back?
Could I please get you to roll 2d6 for me?
Slower you a kiss, Joe.
That's a 4.
You've got no idea what he's talking about. Like, you're completely convinced that he's done nothing wrong in any way, shape, or form.
This is Tessa's shirt's influence.
And Banji's looking at you like with pleading eyes.
You can answer how you want. I'm not taking that away from you, but at the moment you're sort of thinking, yeah, everything that Banji's done has helped in some way in the last few months.
Okay, not what I was going to respond with at all, Ash, off mic.
Again, I'm not taking that away from you. That's just a voice that you hear right now.
All right. I think she thinks that this is the sword's influence, and then it's similar to how Nuro was with Arturo and the volcano. Kind of like moves the sword like a little bit closer to Banji and kind of tests like, is this Banji talking or is this the sword or what's going on?
Kiyomi, I need help.
Okay. I mean, so, and she's like, it's the same thing with Yanni. Like, why are these people coming to ask me for help? Or what do you mean? I'm just the little guy. What? I don't know anything.
Another thought pops into your head. Uh-huh. I mean, I could probably keep the sword as well. Like, I've seen the cool things that you can do with it. Maybe I keep it.
No, she doesn't think that. She pushes it aside. She kind of like holding the sword, just brings it closer to her, but then slowly puts it on the ground and steps away and goes, Banji, you're a total hypocrite. You wanted people to believe you so badly about the danger of someone like me, infiltrating the group, but they've been telling you about this sword that has power over you, and you're ignoring your friends and taking that for granted. And I don't think you should, as someone who doesn't have many friends.
There's a moment where Banji sort of looks a bit excited that you're going to pick up the sword, but then he quickly grabs it off the floor and pulls it back up. And as he does, you can see his shoulders slump down like he was before. Yeah, I'm a hypocrite. You're right. And I need to be better. I need to do better. And that will start by sorting out this island and getting that book. You're right. And he puts Peacebringer back. I think I know what we need to do when we get to Shirilno.
Okay.
Thank you. Thanks for your help.
You're welcome. Cool.
It's a very pretty sword, though.
It's so
Like, you could accessorize with that sword.
And I had I could make a cool sheath, and oh god, man. I'm looking off blissfully in the room, by the way. Audio podcast. As the two of you progress towards the Fire Nation camp, let's cut back to the others who I feel are rapidly approaching.
Yeah.
Like,
I also think,
it's now in view.
yeah, and I also think mid-conversation as well. And it's sort of like, listen, I know Banji's going through it right now, but the more we push him away, the easier it's going to be to listen to that sword.
I'm not trying to push him away.
Then maybe just try to be a bit less antagonistic, is all I'm saying.
And you're is about to start screaming.
Because, and Min's like, I know. Stop taking his bait.
I really like that as you you hear it's not quite a hello, but it's also not a halt. You're now within earshot of the people.
I think Nuro just whispers, "You didn't see that dragon's memories," and that's all they say.
And Min sort of says, I know, I read about them. And then he turns.
Nay, on the emeries, mate.
And he turns, and you see his demeanor quite.
Yeah, and Nuro
changed.
follows your demeanor as well. They're like, "Oh yeah, I'm an acolyte."
And he raises the rock hand up to say, hello, yes, I acknowledge. And then we'll just, without breaking stride, walk forward to the front of the camp. So be yeah, you're going to come talk. Hello, yep, you're coming to talk to me.
Mm-hmm.
So you're at some stage going to roll a trick
Yeah,
here.
yeah.
The question is, do you want to do it from the start, in purely your approach, or do you want
No,
to...
so first, as I'm approaching...
I have a move for this as well.
Ooh.
Okay,
Actually.
well, tell me what your move is. And
Walls can't hold me. Let's break stuff.
It's called Bonzu Pippin Pab Paddleopsicopolis the Third. When you trick an NPC by assuming a silly disguise or fake identity, mark insecure to treat the roll as if it was a 12 plus.
That's so unbelievably good right now.
Hell yeah, brother, let's do that.
Yeah.
What do you mean, let's just not roll and take a 12?
Yeah, sounds great to me.
Yeah. Listen,
at
I
home,
was giving
yeah.
Ash the finger.
They're like triple bird.
Right, hell yeah.
Yeah, it's the...
So I would love to mark insecure to...
as long as you're able to mark it.
Right.
Yes, and even if I already have insecure marked, I can also just mark 2 fatigue and do it anyway.
That's
as well.
OP.
Oh. That's so good.
I hate this move now.
I think how this works is as this person approaches, I sort of look at Nuro to go on, talk for me because I'm not wasting my time.
Okay, and then so Nuro just immediately turns to the side as if presenting you.
Yeah.
But by next to you, but then turns to kind of face I don't know how to describe this. I'm not looking at you, but I'm motioning at you.
Yeah.
Or, would you have given me
Gesticulating wildly.
Will Smith on the...
I need a name. Give me a fake name you would have.
Jojo.
Jojo?
Yeah, that was
Okay, all right.
You don't have to role play that one going wrong. Jojo is the default name
for Min's fake identity.
for many
Always gonna be
fake
Jojo.
identities, specifically Min.
Present and most gracious Dali agent, Jojo.
and then does like
dun, dun,
the slightest bow. It's like, because he doesn't need to give respect to
You
this person.
will remember who is in your presence today. And then Nuro just goes back to your side and stands completely still.
I like the idea that this was the same person that stopped you the first time. Just for the sake of
Moving up in the ranks.
we're reusing the same animation cells, and they give the equivalent of an Earth Nation salute, like, oh yes, and it is a very formal bow. Yes, what can we? What is your purpose here?
We have come to assess the threat of Natsuo to Earth Nation security. Take me to your commander now.
Yes. Now, you get your choice of the three, because you get to take it as a +12. So,
Oh, it's a trick.
Stumble, take one forward, acting against them being the camp. So,
Yep.
act foolishly, GM tells you what additional opportunity you get, or they overcommit and are deceived for some time. You get 2 of them. And I like the idea that because this is sort of a dual trick, I mean, it's up to you, Georgie. I don't want to take away the fact that you did the sacrifice to get the advantage, but I like that one of you takes 1 each.
Sure.
Yeah, cool.
I'm happy with that.
Would you like to go first?
Yeah, sure. I think I want to choose they overcommit and are deceived for some time. I think this person kind of like freaks out a little bit, and after they leave, they're going to tell everyone that Tilia is.
It's even more than that. Someone was walking past carrying something, and they heard that, and they've immediately taken off to spread the news. So that's continued across the camp.
Yeah, cool.
Jazz, start spreading the news.
Now I have to keep the jazz stuff in.
I'm sorry.
No, that's funny.
Thank you.
Now, either is good, but I think what I'm going to choose is they act foolishly and we get an additional opportunity against them.
Okay.
Instead of the +1.
I've got this one lined up nice and neatly for you as well.
Great.
The additional opportunity is that now that there's a Dai Li agent here, no one looks at you.
Oh, that's cool.
So Neuro's got, like, as in, like, looks at Nuro or looks at the 2 of us? Sorry.
Looks at Nuro.
Yeah, okay, cool.
Because they're looking at Minh.
Yeah. So at this point, like, look, if you probably can't sneak away, but in any particular scene, if there's anything...
I'm allowed to look a little bit closer or ask extra questions or that kind of thing.
Yep. No one even looks down to see that your stance will be wrong. No one sees that you've got your hand in a drawer.
Or question the foggy swamp accent.
Yeah, true. I didn't even think about changing my
No, I love it.
accent.
I want...
Whoosh!
I
Right
was
over my head.
So fine. Doesn't matter. They don't need to know.
Yeah,
Love plus people.
Ted, you've picked up, like, it was going to be, the first time you open your mouth, or the first time you do something that is the least earthbender thing. Like, wait a second. So you've bypassed that.
Yeah.
Great. Remind me, what was the name of the earthbender?
Drap.
Drap.
Drap. Because I feel like knowing the name before
Yeah.
they arrive is also going to sell the trick a little bit as well.
Yes. And you definitely know their name.
Yeah, Commander Drap is what I'm going to say.
Correct. You are marched to the tent, which can only be described as the leader's tent. A reminder from the last time you were here, not a lot has changed. Some of these buildings look like they're a bit Fire Nation styled. Some of them look like they're a bit Earth Nation styled. And you get the impression that's because the battle actually changes who wins what. So this at some point wasn't an Earth Nation camp. It was a Fire Nation camp and vice versa. And that's been happening for decades. So it's very clearly occupied by the Earth Nation now, but you are reminded, that's right, last time I was here, this is an amalgamation. And when eventually the other two get to the Fire Nation, you will find much the same thing.
Yep.
The camps are nearly interchangeable. But you are marched straight to the main tent, and by the time you get there, Commander Drap is actually waiting and gives a proper bow and says, It's an honor, sir, to have you.
I think there is like, Minh sort of looks at him into silence for a moment, and I think there's that realization that, like, in theory, this is like a stepbrother.
Yeah.
And it's just sort of like, Min's never had any siblings, and there's just sort of like that moment of just like a forlorn longing for like that familial we could have had a relationship, but we don't, and that's sad. So there's just like a little bit of silence, and then he does a very small bow.
The silence is for everyone around, and Nuro will pick up on this. It's almost awkward.
Yeah.
Min doesn't acknowledge it. Like this wistfulness comes across, and I think Nuro, you're like, he's selling it really well because it comes across as I'm assessing you right now.
Yeah.
And like a single bead of sweat that Min misses. A single bead of sweat is coming down his brow.
Yeah, so Minh will do like an 80-degree bow, so like a little bit more than the last one.
Can I ask as well, how old is Drap?
I'm glad you asked. So Drap is in his 40s.
Cool.
He is a relatively well-built, like you can tell that he keeps his forms up and he has a fair bit of muscle for someone who actively works at it without necessarily being, a gym junkie style body, but also into the 40s, especially commander positions, usually they begin to let themselves go at least a little bit. Not this man. He's very clearly got drive to keep himself in form.
Cool.
Commander Drap,
Yes, sir.
I will attend you as you give me a status report on the situation on Natsuo.
Of course. Yes. Right this way. Do you need anything? Food? Tea? I'm certain it can be arranged.
Tea. He would like some tea.
Yes. I hope you like green. It's all we have.
The best
Okay.
kind of tea.
He ushers you in and you see some people that are clearly not used to guests being here do their absolute best to create something presentable for someone of a position of honor.
Wonderful. I think as we go in, Minh wants to look at, because if it's like the leader's tent or command tent, they're going to have like plans and stuff on tables. And I just want to assess the situation
Yes, perfect.
immediately.
Yep.
So he can't like go, oh, it's actually going really well and I'm actually succeeding and you don't need to tell the king about anything here.
Yes.
So
Roll.
I want to catch any sort of lies that
Very
they
smart.
might like, yeah.
Write that down, Ted.
Write that down.
Yeah, I'm just getting ideas for what I'm going to do.
Yeah.
So situate
No
creativity.
metagaming.
That's a 10, baby.
Oh, nice.
Jojo. Da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da.
Yeah, there's just nothing but pressure surrounding you. Like
I'm just picturing Nuro doing a stand behind you.
Yeah, just stand by.
the,
Yeah, Nero's my little stand.
yeah, the tiny stand that feels bigger. Absolutely.
Yeah, you see the
Yeah.
like,
Guys, we're already getting so many JoJo references on the
Yeah, it's
TikTok,
perfect.
So
It's perfect. We love this. Ask your two, sir.
yes. What should I be on the lookout for?
So the question that you asked before is how can I make sure that they're not lying to me? And I think the very first thing you look at are battle plans. And you've seen a lot of these recently because Zhao had them. And it doesn't matter which military you're in, they're much the same. And in essence, it's successful skirmishes versus non-successful skirmishes. And you can see it's almost deadlocked. Is the key component. You can see where on the map in recent times there have been these fights and where they've met and where injuries and fatalities existed.
Yep.
And then how long they lasted, how long they held the territory for before going back. You can see that it is
It's just a deadlock.
at any given point in time, someone might be doing well for a small period of time and then not. They immediately lose that. If
It's
they-
just Pyrrhic victory after Pyrrhic victory almost. Yeah. Okay, cool.
that term.
So do I. I used to say Pyrrhic. I didn't realize there wasn't a H after the P. And then I got embarrassed one time because I was like, oh, Pyrrhic victory. And like, what? I was like, yeah, you mean Pyrrhic? Anyway,
you pillock.
don't believe me.
if it helps, I've never heard that word in my life.
Well, it's where vampires come from.
Yeah.
It's the vampiric wins.
No, it just means like you won, but it's
At
just
what cost?
at
Yeah.
what cost?
You've like burned
you,
everything.
You might
But-
as well have lost.
So I'm
By-
putting that in my intro is what I'm hearing.
Vampiric victory watching Twilight.
Hey. My second question: what here can I use to determine the goal of the military here?
Okay. Yeah, it might be easy to stick with the last one.
Yeah.
I mean, if we're cutting this out. But I'll give you that one too, and you can decide which one goes,
Yeah,
goes
sure.
to air. It is very clear that the goal is to try and take territory. And based on your previous question, it is very clear it's not working, even though they're trying different things. Now, what you're seeing doesn't really explain what they've tried specifically, but you can see where it'll say tried formation 71, failed. Tried asset 656, success. But nothing is granting that extra move.
Okay. Cool. All right. I will then I will sit at whatever seat is presented to me. Again, slowly, methodically. And I'll actually, if he goes to talk, I'll stop him.
I think the silence after a period of time is too much, and he goes, "Bleh."
And then I put a hand up to stop him, and it's the rock hand. And then I wait for the tea. And then when the tea arrives, then I'll say, "You may speak, Commander."
I like the idea of coming back to this.
Yeah.
So let's flash over. And it's much the same. You can still be in silence, or you can be walking in mid-conversation when you're coming into view.
I feel like would Kiyomi say anything, or?
I feel instead of Kiyomi being like a little bit behind, maybe they're walking side by side now.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah. It's
And
like
look at the sword.
she's like, "Oh, do you want that sword?"
Yeah.
Actually,
You know what it is? It keeps there's just a little glint in the sunshine that keeps catching your eye.
Yeah.
And you're like, oh.
Do you know what though? Blue dragons love the adoration and stuff. So there's part of Banji that's like, yeah, check it out. it's pretty sick, right?
How would you know you're not a blue dragon?
Well, I can feel it. Anyway,
And GM from the top rope.
just bring Banji's confidence back down.
Arcane no out of nowhere.
Yeah, so we're walking up to the camp.
Yeah.
Similar kind of thing.
Okay. Yes, you approach, and you will be very familiar with the defensive layout at the front. There's no real fences. There's kind of a couple of walls here or there that are just so no one can rush in. But the reality is that doesn't look like it's been used properly. So it is more a manning of the perimeter rather than a fortification.
Yeah. Kiyomi, follow my lead.
yep. I was gonna go anyway.
And Banji just walks straight through until he's stopped, basically.
You get stopped at that sort of first instance in terms of, who are you? State your business.
I need to speak to Commander Shiril. Direct orders from the Fire Lord.
I'm gonna. That's a big claim to make, sir. Do you have any identification to this?
Not for you.
I'm gonna have to ask you to wait here, and I will speak with the commander.
Very well.
And they go to move and realize that they've got to stop you, and then they've never been in this situation before, and they sort of go, "You!" and they snap to someone else and say, "Stand here. These two aren't moving." And then they run off at a speed towards what you assume will be the command tent.
Yeah, cool.
Kiyomi's just staring really, really meanly, I don't know if that's a word, at this new person that's keeping guard, just to kind of intimidate them a little bit.
Yeah, I think Banji's staring as well.
Yeah.
Just trying to intimidate this person, make them...
Team Broody, woo!
Yeah, hell yeah.
They are. The problem is that they are nobody. So it's...
That's fine.
Yeah, that
Gotta start somewhere.
Visually, they shrink over the course of the next 2 minutes.
Excellent.
I would like to know how you respond to this.
Mm-hmm.
A fire bolt comes directly towards you, somewhere between the head and chest area. What do you do?
Pull out Peacebring and slash it down and into the ground.
Okay. You on doing that, you succeed at that. That's not a problem. But on doing that, you see a firewall appear on either side of the both of you. So it's still a path backwards, but not blocking your way forwards. Just to the side. You see, that's not really a thing that firebenders do. Who are you, and why are you here in my camp?
Banji catches his breath for a moment and then sheathes Peacebringer and then lifts up his hand and suppresses the firewalls. I want to rely on skill and training and suppress the firewall.
Yeah, it's someone else's firewall, but I'm going to give you a positive, a plus one to this because
walls of fire.
Walls are my thing,
it's
baby.
your whole jam. But you can still stuff it up.
No, I can't. This is my thing. That's a 10 on the dice plus 2. That's a 12. And I plus 1 is 13.
Just tell me how cool it looks. Like, go on, give us the picture.
Instead of like suppressing them immediately, Banji like lifts them up super high and then it's just like, and then shuts them down.
Nice.
There is
Smirks.
there is notable awe from all people watching, and I feel that the second the firewall went up, a lot of the camp paid attention. Is this an invasion? What's going on?
Yeah.
Commander Sherrill also smirks. It's a very similar smirk, and says, "Welcome to camp.
Thank you."
Come on in."
Banji like turns to Kiyomi and pulls like the Shrek face. They're like, ooh.
Kiyomi just nods in approval.
and then walks into the kitchen.
She's like, do you know what? Yeah, that was cool.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, pretty well everyone in the camp is a bit abuzz about this. They're like,
Nice.
someone from the Imperial Palace. Whoa, whoa, whoa! Like you hear these words being said, where Sherrill sort of marches in, like pulls the tent flap back and says, "Come on in."
Thank you.
So, I'm going to guess that you don't carry papers with you.
Of course not. If I was found, I would need to disavow all knowledge.
And she smiles. She's like, I had that kind of feeling. What brings you to my camp?
Well, the simple fact is that this, would you call it a skirmish on Natsuo Island has been going on for far too long.
This is a war zone, sir.
Right. I'm not quite sure I would describe it that way. However, the Fire Lord himself has decided that the resources being wasted here need to come to an end. And he sent me to investigate how to bring that about.
She looks a combination between frustrated and dejected and says, I've been asking for further resources for a very long time and getting very little. So you're, what, here to assess how I'm doing, or you're here to end this?
If I deem it worthy of my time, I'm here to end this.
Well, what can I help you with?
This conflict has been going on, as far as I know, longer than the war. What is worth fighting for on this island? Why is it still happening?
You're going to need to roll something here, and I'm going to let you actually choose how you want to do this, because you've just asked a question that someone from the Imperial capital would know the answer to.
Sure. I guess push luck, because I'm not really trying to trick. I'm pushing my luck to be like...
You can also, to give you one for free, you can also try and intimidate in that you know the answer, you want to hear her answer.
Yeah.
That's not bad.
So either push your luck or intimidate.
Both passion.
Yeah. I think it's pushy luck, because I think intimidate, I'm not trying to scare her. I'm just trying to get information, I guess. So I'm going to go pushy luck. I have a 2 to passion. So that's good. Hopefully I can roll well.
Come on, Ted.
Oh.
That's another 10 on the
12.
dice.
Yeah.
That's a 12.
Like
My
your
lord.
exact same roll.
Yeah. They're not loaded, I swear. They're charged with all the positive energy.
Is that what
Because
we're
I'm on
calling
your
it?
team, that's why.
The team, bad roll boys are dead. This is the...
We've killed him.
Now we're just bad boys.
now we're just the broody roll broody roll queens.
Fruity roll queen.
Broody Roll Queens makes
Broody
a
Roll
good
Queens.
t-shirt.
BRQ, yeah.
So on a 10 plus, my boldness pays off despite the cost. The GM tells you what the other lucky opportunity falls in my lap.
To begin with, she pulls a face like, you should know, and then realizes, hold on, this is probably a test. So I need to answer everything that I possibly can. So your opportunity that you get is that you'll have a follow-up question that you can ask that you know she's going to answer honestly.
Nice.
So she sort of looks and almost from like rote memory says, Lord Sozin claimed this land before the war broke out, knowing that it was full of ore and resources, and the sneaky Earth Kingdom king, and she's trying to think she's remembering, and the sneaky Earth Kingdom king sent boats with which to try and goad an attack, trying to claim that it was actually their land, but it never was, but because they had no claim on it, and they wanted the Fire Nation to attack first so that they could seem like the victims, even though it wasn't their land. This is truly Fire Nation land. Sir.
Right. And this ore, that Sozin, long may he reign.
He's been dead for a very long time.
So this ore that Lord Sozin wanted.
Yeah. Long may he reign.
This ore that Lord Sozin wanted, is it still here? Why are we still fighting? Surely it would have been mined out by now.
Well, we can't quite get to the deepest vein. So we do have the local towns digging it out for us, of which we get it at a very good price. And you can see that, like, you know that the reason that gulp or that swallow happened was because originally the very good price was 0, and now they actually have to trade for it. But the true vein, like where where all the real stuff is in the battle zone. So until we take that, we cannot get it.
I see. Well, this has certainly given me a lot to think about. I will retire now and confer with my colleague to decide how we wish to proceed.
Yes, there is a... You can have my personal tent.
Oh, no, I would not stay in this quaint camp. I have accommodation elsewhere.
Okay. I understand that if that's where... Okay. And again, that sort of sweat, like, ooh, how do I... Do you have anything else you'd like to ask? Or Kiyomi?
I think Kiyomi might go, should we maybe have a look around first and just assess everything?
Yes. I would like to inspect the camp before I leave.
Yeah. You get a guided tour that sort of outlines the platoons that they have and the number of people. There's probably about 300 troops here in total. And you know, or as she's speaking, she's talking about troops coming and going, those injured. There are replenishments not all that often. So the resources that they're getting from the Fire Nation aren't huge. Weirdly enough, there was a bit of an influx recently where there were a bunch of Fire Nation soldiers that were called to the mainland for something and then recalled. And so on the way back, they replenished the ranks a little bit.
Yeah, cool. And are they getting supplied from either Northtown or Wharftown, or do they have their own sort of dock that is like the Fire Nation dock where they're getting all their stuff?
There is a Fire Nation dock, but it's not as well set up as either of the other two. And they know that they can't rely on it because if they have to abandon this camp for any reason, then you get the impression that they'd likely burn it. Yeah. Rather than leave it there. So it's pretty rickety, and you know it's not... More specifically, they would get more through the other port towns than they would from here. But they do get direct stuff here as well.
Cool. Is there anything else that we think we should find out before we dip?
I'm wondering if I should maybe do a little Kiyomi spying secretly using my skills and training.
Yeah, you can absolutely do a skills and training...
Uncover something.
Yeah.
And as Banji sees, like, Kiyomi starting to have that look about going to look, Banji starts being more present to try and draw attention to himself rather than Kiyomi.
8.
Okay. On an 8, what are you hoping to discover here?
I think maybe she slinks off back to where we met. I've forgotten her name. Cheryl? Yeah. Maybe she heads back to the tent to kind of look around for anything personal rather than anything to do with the war, because we're not really getting much information on the commander. Yeah. But if we can get some little information, sneakily.
Yeah, nice.
Yeah.
One thing I will tell you is that you see amongst the notes, like just the spread out maps and the reports, you do see a locket, and you hear people coming back into the tent. You've got a choice. You can spend a fatigue to snatch that locket.
Pocket the locket.
I'm pocket. Yeah, absolutely. I don't even actually know. What was the other option? Tell me before I commit.
Don't. But you get to keep fatigue.
Oh, well, I just got a fatigue back, so I'll just put that in. Easy done. Pocket the locket.
Thanks, it has lockets. You snag that without having a chance to look at it. And I think that in the authority that Banji is showing right now, there's a let's go.
Yeah, Banji's like, after we kind of get our thing, I see Kiyomi come back, Banji's just gives a nod to Cheryl or whoever it is that's giving him the thing. I think we should retire to our base of operations and think about how we'd like to proceed.
Yeah.
If there's anything else we can do for you here, please let us know. We're here to help.
Thank you. I will be in touch shortly.
And again, it's that nod of I'm trying to impress you. Clearly, you're impressive and dangerous, and I want to be friends.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
I'd like you to leave with a good impression.
As though
So very, very formal bows, very
Nice.
very solid stance, all that sort of stuff to be like, yes, I am a good commander.
Yeah, nice. As they walk off, unless there's anything you want to do, I think Banji and Kiyomi are just kind of walking off together.
Yeah, I don't think we say a word because if we did,
Yeah.
then we'd probably have people hear it.
When they're out of earshot, Banji's like, oh, it's almost spit, it's Kiyomi, that worked. I can't believe that actually worked. I didn't think that was...
all right, chill.
I didn't think that was going to work. I'm not used to that kind of subterfuge.
Banji, chill.
Right, got it.
We cut back to the Earthbender camp where Drap has just finished explaining the current situation as best as he can. It's much of what you've already got from your assess, maybe with a little bit of extra flair here and there to make it sound like he's doing his absolute best. And he does mention that, this has been going on for 80 plus years. So, maybe longer.
Yep.
It's not his fault, but also they could use more resources and, don't kill him, please.
Yep. Minh slowly turns to Nuro.
Nuro stands at attention a little bit.
Apprentice.
Sir.
Inspect the camp. Confirm Commander Drap's statements.
You know what that gave me? Jacques, clean the tank.
Nuro bows deeply, like pretty much bends in half, and then strolls calmly out.
It's a longer way down than you're used to.
Yeah, get a bit dizzy on the way back up.
And I think Minh sort of turns back to Drap.
Drap wants to go, and then realizes that
Minh's eyes widen a little bit, like, excuse me? But like, tiny, subtle, like, what?
Yeah, and Drap is like, yes, of course.
I think Minh then sort of turns and, like, takes the tea and looks at, like, the situation. He's sort of explained everything so far, but Minh's like...
Yeah, there's maps, there's changes, there's skirmishes, there's, as it's laid out for you, you could probably tell that he's upped his own impression on this war to make it look like he's a little bit better. But you both with what you assessed before and your general understanding of tactics when it comes to Earthbender philosophies, you know that this probably would happen no matter who was here.
Sure. I'm going to point to the maps and again, this is like a quick sort of leaving situation, like leaving the scene sort of thing. I'm going to point to the maps and I go, the assets are where? Point to them.
There's some here and there's some here, and he's pointing to a couple of there's one in Wharftown. You know for a fact that they deal with ores down there. But he says, but the prime area that we know has the most is here, and he points almost to the middle of the map.
Where the fighting is.
Sorry. Minh doesn't know that it's...
I don't know. I don't know what he's pointing.
Cool.
I'm just saying the asset.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Sweet. Good.
How are you going to get the asset while you're fighting there?
Well, we're trying different tactics to get more land, and that's so that we can fortify as best we can to get the asset.
Minh sort of lets out like a unimpressed. And he just sort of like looks at him and sort of demands like a full explanation.
He sort of looks, not sheepishly, this one's almost a little bit resigned, like, this is with the approval of the Earth King.
And he sort of looks like, I know.
Yeah, and that's why he's like, oh, well, I mean, if the Earth King didn't want it, I don't know why we haven't retreated yet.
He puts his hand on the map and he says, do you know what this looks like to me?
Please tell me, sir.
Children playing a game.
Oh.
People playing war. 90 years we've been after Natsuo? Something like that?
I mean, I haven't been here for the entire 90 years.
Obviously.
Get him.
I'm seeing Meng show. It's so good.
Yeah. Small armies pretending to play soldiers in a wasteland on top of an asset we required nearly 100 years ago.
Yes, sir.
And he pulls out a book. He pulls out his scroll and he just like places it down and starts writing down Commander Drap and then just starts like notating the information that's all there, like in his own personal
You
thing.
better believe he's reading every word you write.
Yeah,
Really.
and I'm also asking for like, tell me this number. Mm-hmm. How many soldiers?
280.
How many enemy soldiers?
At last count, 310
Leading commander.
is... Oh, they're leading... that's Commander Shiril.
And I mean, that was a trick question. He knows. And like just goes through and is like getting him to like list off everything just so he's got all this information in one place.
Yeah, I will give you, in essence, a +1 information so that when you're back at camp, if there's a question that you're like, oh, we didn't ask this, you did.
+1 info. Sick.
Yeah.
Awesome.
So, yes, if it's something that's within his capacity to answer, you have that information.
I'm only asking for stuff that he would know. Yeah.
Let's-
I yield my time.
Let's flash over to Nuro.
Yeah, all right. They,
You have complete free reign.
Yeah.
Anyone that looks at you sideways at a single
Executed on the spot.
glance, this is not a Fire Nation camp. They pretend they were never looking.
Not yet.
yeah.
You touch the sword once and already you're just like, yeah, let's execute
baby.
these.
Team Broody Queens or whatever it was.
That was it.
If there's kind of a mess hole, Nero wants to visit a few different places, but I think starts with maybe a direction where the most noise is coming from, and
Yeah.
I imagine that being some kind of a mess hole of sorts.
Yeah, there is a tent that is not... Most of the tents here are relatively shabby.
Yeah.
They're the type of thing that they're constantly used, they're never replaced, and they can be struck if they need to. The mess hall is very clearly one of the most used ones. It's also one of the biggest that you can see. And you go in, and the very first thing you see is no one looks happy to be there.
Yeah.
The mood is just non-existent.
Okay. I'm going to roll assess this situation, I think. So that's a 6. So I'm going to ask my one free question, I think. And that is, how can I bring about peace here? Nuro is looking at these unhappy people, and there's almost an idea that pops into their head, like maybe if they weren't sold. These are very unhappy people, and maybe there is something to this.
You get the distinct impression that if these people could stop fighting, they would.
They would.
They're part of the military, so they have to. But where you've seen some military troops really love what they do, this lot are here for a paycheck. Part of them might be they can't actually get off the island. They're here and they have to do it. I wouldn't be surprised. You might even overhear someone saying, "Yeah, I got stationed in Natsuo. That's where you go to no longer when they don't need you anywhere else." Like it's not quite the Siberia send off, but it's like it's the hopeless place.
Nuro very purposely makes themselves known. They've got their arms crossed over their chest, and they're very slowly walking through the hall and looking at people, and just really purposely and really loudly under their breath says, "What a sorry bunch of soldiers." And it's just trying to kind of feed that kind of why are we here kind of feeling in them, I think.
One thing that I think happens here is you actually get someone who, look, there's no drinking in camp. You get someone that's maybe had a little bit too much mango juice or something.
Fermented mango juice.
Fermented mango juice. And he's a big unit. And he stands up and he's like, what did you say?
And Nuro cranes their head back and says, I said, what a sorry bunch of soldiers.
And he leans...
You got rocks in your ears, boy.
And he leans down because he's actually taller than even Long Nuro. And you get a realization that this look in his eye, he doesn't know who you're meant to be.
Yeah.
Like this is not a fellow that's heard that you're under protection.
Yeah.
And this is because you rolled a fail.
Yeah, that's
He
okay.
says, all earthbenders have got rocks in their ears. And he pushes you and you don't stay solid. You fall over. And all of a sudden you hear the mess hall. Some people are like, oh my God, they just pushed the Tilia agent. But then others are like, you shouldn't have fallen over. Like, that's not how that works. What do you do?
Moonwalk out of there. Just
Like when Aang does that silly little dance.
Nuro very calmly writes their outfit again and tries to look unbothered by this and just says, try that again.
He immediately does.
Yeah, but Nuro's kind of more ready this time.
This one is... What would you... Do you have like a technique or stance that you can do here that might be better for you, or do you just want to push your luck?
I'm just going to push my luck,
Okay.
I think.
Let's see that passion.
I thought you were going to be like,
part of the dice.
I thought you were going to be like, my father will hear about this.
I'll tell my father.
All right, come on.
The Earth King.
Oh,
Hey,
let's go,
That's
baby.
an 11 on the dice plus
Passion.
passion is 12.
What does this look like, this second push?
In their writing of their armor, I think they put a almost like that petrified piece of wood. I imagine it kind of still underneath this disguise that they have, and so when they're writing themselves, they just move it slightly back into place where their hand kind of made contact. And I think Nuro actually, instead of just being like, try that again, Neuro's just like almost eggs them on a little bit more, like, you big stupid baby, try that again, and like wants them to hit harder.
It's still very much a push.
Yeah.
Like, this is a shoving game.
Yeah.
I've got something, if you like.
Yeah, go on.
I like that the hand goes to the chest and goes to push, and this time you are so ready for it. The armor is now in the right spot,
Yeah, it's
and
in the right
it is
spot.
much more solid. And you can see the immediate confusion of, oh, this isn't the same a second ago. You completely stand your ground, and Suri crawls down and just bites his hand so hard to the point that he shrieks. He's like, "Ah!" And all of a sudden everyone starts laughing at him, and
Told ya.
that immediately ruins this tough guy visage that he has.
this guy's an ancestor of the boulder.
Nuro just says, go back to your fermented mangoes. Sorry.
It's real stinger there. You really...
Got him. Got him.
I won't penalise you for that because it was a push you love. You
Keep
That's like you got some other lucky opportunity apparently.
keep eating your mangoes, boy. Sorry.
not any better. I like that you say that as you're walking out. You're like, that wasn't that good.
That's really embarrassing.
It's hard to say mangoes threateningly.
Especially as Nuro.
Mango.
Mangoes.
Mangoes.
Yeah, what's my opportunity?
The opportunity here is that the hubbub that was like they shouldn't have moved is overwhelmed by the do you not know who that is? And so that quells down. So while there might be a few people that sort of go, but we saw this, a lot of them are going to be too scared to say that because they're back to, oh no, that's We can't say that about this.
Yeah.
Just in case, that's embarrassing and we don't want to be embarrassed.
Yeah.
Especially like old Rocky over here.
I think just before they leave the mess hall, they've flicked their eyes back behind their back. just looks back at them is what I meant to try to say.
Body morphology was changing.
No,
Carry on.
They swing their head back just to stare at them all, and then just slowly backs out. Like,
Suri, sitting on your shoulder,
Yeah.
gives the 2 fingers eyes,
Yeah.
2 fingers at them.
What a try.
As best as a spider mouse can do.
Yep.
And Minh, are you getting up and leaving?
I think at this point, like leaving the tent, sort of where we rejoin up.
Yeah, you rejoin up and you begin to walk.
And as
away.
we sort of, I turn and I say, I don't want to get this guy too nervous.
A bit late for that, but carry on.
Yeah, so as we sort of like we're talking and leaving, I put the scroll away. I say, Commander Trap,
Yes, sir.
your defensive capabilities have been adequate.
Like that's the noise he makes. Like he doesn't. His whole body doesn't move, but you hear.
Maintain them.
Yes, sir.
I will return with a solution.
Would be greatly appreciated, sir. More resources will always be accepted.
I know.
Yes, sir. And he goes back to not
As you were.
breathing.
And I look to Nuro.
Nuro bows deeply.
I turn back to Drap. I'm like, I will attend you in 2 days' time.
Yes, sir. I will maintain the defensive position until then.
And yeah, we leave.
Yep. Nuro waits for you to take a few steps forward before following you.
Great. Once we leave and we're like well away, Minh sort of like gets a big grin and then turns to Nuro and he's like, Nuro, you're a genius. And he just like picks him up and just like, that was so easy. I can't believe it.
How are you doing that?
And I put them down, hands on the shoulders, and I'm like, you make such a good earthbender.
Thank you. You should have seen this one guy I made cry almost.
As we fade out of that conversation, Banji and Kiyomi,
Yes.
you're going back to the camp that was set up this...
Yeah, where we slept.
Yeah, just making sure you weren't headed somewhere else. No. You will arrive first. Yours was a little bit more succinct. Even though theirs was a shorter trip, they spent longer there checking things out.
Yep.
So you arrive back first, and there is no fire in the hearth. There is just slag from where the magma was. The place is still not particularly comfortable. Is there anything in particular that you would like? I will remind you that Baru is 100 meters that way.
Well, we got to lock it. I'm going to pop it open.
Yeah.
Yeah, nice.
Oh, yeah, yours was better.
You see 2 drawings in this locket. They're tiny. They're wee drawings. One of them you're pretty certain is Baru standing next to... You're going to make a guess that it's show. And the other... And this side looks much grubbier, but it's still there. It's not like it's been torn or damaged, but it is a male, whoever it is.
Oh, Banji, look at this. And she shows you the locket.
I guess this might be Drap.
Definitely younger. So we're talking, this was drawn a long time ago or painted, however it's done.
Why would
Inked.
someone want to keep this around if they were fighting with someone that they loved?
Well, I mean, I never had any siblings growing up. I had a lot of cousins and family in that sense. But, I mean, you've got a brother. Surely even you and Kaito fight. You never really hate him, though, do you?
He's hard to hate.
Yeah, he is. And he's easy on the eye.
Kiyomi just like daggers, like what?
Anyway, all I'm saying is maybe there's more of a shared history that we can exploit. If they still care for each other, then that only helps us, right?
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
Yeah. Good. Well, I mean, maybe you can lean on that sibling energy. I don't know.
Maybe we should go ask the Grunkle what he thinks.
Yeah. And Scorpo, what's there?
She nods, like, with a little smile, like...
Conspiratorial
yeah,
smile.
yeah.
So the two of you are heading over to Baru.
Yeah.
I will let you know that this will be sort of a one question type situation rather than a big scene.
Of course.
Otherwise, yeah.
And let me think of that question.
The two of you, in that conspiratorial way, both look at where the cave is. And it's not exactly lockstep, but you realize you're moving in better sync than you would have thought. Certainly when at the start of the day. Mm-hmm. Kiyomi, you're feeling tired, but also...
Putting up a front.
You're putting up a front and you just feel this is what you want to do right now. So you're doing it. And there's no way to really knock, but you hear, like, as you're coming around the corner, it's open.
Is there a door?
No.
The cave is open.
Man, Bar is so cool.
Little earthbender joke, that one. Please come. I can sense your confusion.
Banji sort of motions to Kiyomi like,
She walks in and looks at Baru and doesn't really say hi or anything. It's straight to business, and she unfurls the locket and lets it drop as she hangs it in her hand and says, "Recognize this?"
He has a very wistful look and says, "Yes, I do. Very much so."
It's still got a portrait of, I'm assuming, your son in it.
Well, that's pleasant to hear. I don't know whether my son has the same locket, which was once made for him. But I didn't know that this locket was still there. I'm assuming you took it from my daughter.
Oh, yeah. She kind of like looks a little bit sheepish because it's like, oh yeah, no, I did just steal something. I'll just show him.
from your child.
Yeah, my bad. But also, I don't care. Why do you think she would keep this?
As much as our discussions happen frequently, and they almost always ask me to help in some way or ask why I haven't impeded the other, neither of them ever asked me to attack or solve the problem, so to speak. So I would like to imagine that she still has this because she still cares about this family. But that might just be the hopes and dreams of an old man.
No, I think that's probably accurate. And she's obviously feeling some sort of way because she would as well if she were in this situation.
And he smiles and says, then there is hope for us yet. But you can also tell that that hides a lot of sadness because he's not convinced that there is an easy way out. Do you mind if I borrowed that? You can have it back if you need it.
Yeah, I mean,
you stole it. It's yours now.
No, it's fine. I'm not going to keep it or sell it. It's really nice, actually. And she's kind of like, let's steal that design.
And he takes it and says, thank you very much. I appreciate this immensely.
Can we trade it for the book? No, okay.
He smiles and says, if it were that easy, have a restful sleep. I'm an old man, so I'm going to get my dinner on now.
Banji's tummy's like, we don't actually have any food. Can we get some dinner?
You look and you see the very meager collection he's gotten for the day.
I've got a sack full of supplies, remember, baby?
On the boat?
I've got my bag.
All right, cool.
Yeah, it's back at the house in quotation.
Cool.
I got rid of the house, remember?
Yeah. You stomped the house.
Oh, in that case, you flattened all the supplies.
No!
Daily aren't going to carry around a bag of supplies, sir.
They're just under the ground. It's fine. Just bring them back
pull
up.
the house back up.
Actually, you've just put it into the ground. The house just comes back up and ching,
never be stolen.
like toast. Yes, you actually see he takes a step and then tilts his head, and Baru says, "Your companions are arriving, probably 1 minute away." And as you begin to walk out the door, you hear both Nuro and Minh talking.
He was so scared of me. I can't believe it.
No, you were so scary as a dog.
Your start was so strong, they believed it in an instant.
It was all your direction and pushing, I guess.
It counts, right? It's all a mental game.
Yeah.
As you're saying this, you see Kiyomi and Banji both stepping out of Uncle Bara's.
Give him a wave. Hey, folks. How'd you go?
Mission success.
Mission success on our end, too. We can't believe it. It never goes this well.
Yeah.
All right, we got so much to talk about. Let's set up little house again.
Yeah.
And as you walk to go set up the house and talk about what you've discovered and share your findings, everyone sort of looks down across the battlefield and you realize that anyone that was skirmishing near the center have actually all moved back to camp. Because the sun is beginning to set, you can see that those that have lights are all shifting back. And you're pretty certain, at least by morning, both camps are going to be at full strength. And no one in the dead zone.
The Book of War is Georgie Hazel as Nuro, Ted Darling as Banji, Tilia Quinn as Kiyomi, myself Jesse Thomas as Minh FANG, and Ash Cooper as our Game Master. The theme song and outro, The Book of War Remains, is by Matt Harrison. Just a reminder everyone, it's getting to that time of year, the end of it, so we will probably be taking a break across December in some way. We will have more information to you as we get closer to that. We will also have some collabs coming up, and some additional stuff coming out on the Patreon very soon, so stick around, have a look, check us out. Tell your friends too, if you know someone who loves Avatar, get them into the show, and then you get to be that cool friend that knew about something before them. The next episode will be out on December 13th, so we will see you then.
Jesse.
Yeah.
Your
my
your
little thing, my
yeah.
loopies.
Well, if you
They keep hitting the mic.
if you
yeah.
put it
Done.
behind the, if you actually okay,
Oh, good.
that works too.
have guitar.
Yes, they would just have a little, just a little dingle into their things.
Little dingle.
A little-
So,
Little dingle.